Hey everybody, it's Tracy from Guitar Tech Corner. You're probably wondering what the heck I'm doing right now by hitting a hole in the back of a guitar with a hammer. Well, there's a point to be made. I'm trying to show how you can do an inexpensive polyester repair in one day and get it back to the customer, make some money, not spend a lot of time. So I'm pressing the hole back out from the inside of the sound hole to try to get it as flush as I can with the back of the guitar and get the fibers semi-locked up. It's not that important, but want to get them a little bit level if I can. If not, it's not that big of a deal. We'll move on from there. I'm going to take some thin Gear Up Industry glue, and I want to put this master glue right into those cracks. The capillary action will soak them right into all the little areas and lock up the fibers. Polyester is a very hard finish to work with, if you pardon the pun. But it's like working on glass. And polyester, polyurethane, whatever you want to call it, it's a catalyzed finish. So I'm pressing here to get all the fibers to soak up that super thin glue to lock it back up and harden it. And then I'm going to come back with a Q-tip and just kind of wipe it into the areas that I can see where it's soaking through or it hasn't soaked through, and keep pressing on the back. Now you follow it up with the GluBoost accelerator. This is the best accelerator on the market. Couple squirts of that, within seconds the finish is hard. Now I'm going to use the Fill and Finish Pro formula, which is flexible and it's absolutely fantastic. This is the best I've used to repair nitro finishes and also polyester finishes. So as you can see, I'm pretty literally just putting as much as I can on here just to get it right into the main areas, and then I'm going to wipe it around with a Q-tip again like I did before with the thin glue. What you want to do with that is you just want to work it into the areas where it's seeping in, and also give it a little bit of fill and lift right in the areas that might have been kind of a crater or sinking. And then you want to come back with GluBoost again and spray it, and then jump into your sandpaper. So I'm starting off with 320 grit. You can use a block on the back of it if you want. I like using my fingers just so I can kind of feel around where I'm at. This also gives me a good visual representation of how much glue's in one area or how much is needed in the other areas. And so I want to come back and put more finish, the fill and finish, on those areas again. So I'm getting it pretty level. I'm going to brush it off with a brush. Don't want any dust in there. And then I'm going to take a soft foam brush, and I'm going to saturate it with Fill and Finish Pro formula. And I'm going to use this to wipe, or literally brush and wipe right into the repair area. You only have a certain amount of time before it starts hardening under the brush, but you want to get a nice, quick, level finish and then spray it with GluBoost right afterwards. It's important that you follow each step with the GluBoost accelerator. And then I can come back in with another coat. As you can tell, I'm just kind of eyeballing it. We're not trying to make this thing perfect, but we want it strong. It's already dry. There's nothing sticking to my fingers. That was 3 seconds, 4 seconds, completely dry. Now I'm going to put a little bit onto either a paper towel or a piece of tissue, and I'm actually going to wipe it on there. And what this does, this gives me a real thin finish after I've sanded it again with 320 grit. And I'm just going to do a little circle thing like that. I don't want to get too crazy because it'll stick to it. Now I've sanded it to 320, then I went to 400, then I went to 600, and if you can go up to 800, that's great. You can buy these rotary buffers if you don't have a pedestal buffer. Here's the finished product. It's completely smooth. You can't feel it. It's flexible. Cosmetically, it's not 100% perfect, but it's almost invisible if you were going to look at it and try to pinpoint where or how bad that hammer made a hole in there. It's gone. It's basically gone. The guitar is functional. This took me less than 20 minutes at the most. I'll peel off the little post-it note right here. And there you go. That's a poly finish repair with Gear Up Industries products on an inexpensive guitar so you can make some money.